Hello everyone, my name is Lori Schoenhardt and I am the founder and principal of Athena Project Consulting. In this release of Athena Bites, I want to provide you some brief advice on how to put your best foot forward for a virtual interview. Yes, virtual interviews are still taking place, even if the companies that are hiring are going hybrid or for on-site. There could be a very distinct opportunity that at least one part of your interview cycle will be a virtual interview. Here's some quick parts of advice for this virtual interview. First off, prepare your environment. Inform anyone around you that you live with that you need to avoid interruptions during your interview. Please try not to take an interview from a coffee shop or anywhere with free Wi-Fi that's unstable. You want to avoid any kind of loud background noises or disconnections from the internet if you can help it. You want to make a very good visual impression. This is both the background and the environment in which your interview is and for yourself. So from an environment perspective, you want it to be quiet, you want it to be well lit, you want it to be clutter free. Please don't take an interview, a virtual interview with your camera on with a bunch of junk behind you, a lot of clutter behind you. It's really, really distracting from a hiring management or recruiter perspective. If you need to, blur your background. Zoom has this option, Team has this option, or do a virtual background. Or if you want, that's fine, have your background available, but make sure it is clean and tidy with not a lot of distractions. You don't want any offensive materials shown behind you or anything else that could cause the interviewer to question if they should hire you. You definitely want to test your technology and have any necessary platforms or software installed prior to the interview. So if you're going to use Zoom or Skype or Teams or whatever these platforms might be, have them installed and understand how to use them. Understand how to use the microphone, how to connect your web camera. When you join these meetings, there's a lot of opportunity for testing that. I would highly encourage you to test it and double check it, especially before critical interviews. And technical issues do happen, right? It's inevitable. Have a backup plan, have a backup system, and if it does happen during your interview, immediately contact the recruiting manager or the hiring manager, recruiter, and let them know, right? Let them know and say, I had my internet just went out, this Teams just crashed, right? Zoom just went down. Here's another way that we could potentially connect, or here's the times and days I'm available to reschedule. Dressing professionally, and this goes with the environment situation, right? What you want to wear are clothes that have solid colors or subtle patterns, whether it be stripes or checks or whatever, during your interview. Please, please, please don't wear loud, distracting patterns or bright colors. It's actually very, very visually distracting. Try to keep the accessories minimal and tasteful as well. Please don't wear large, distracting jewelry or accessories that might make noise during the interview. I've been in interview situations where I had an individual that wore beautiful bracelets during their interview, but when they spoke, they jangled a lot, and it was really hard to hear them over that noise, or they would use their hands a lot and bump their jewelry against their desk, and it was really distracting during the interview. So again, from a dress perspective, solid colors, subtle patterns, a collared shirt, a tasteful shirt, and then gauge the situation if you feel you should wear full business dress or business casual, whether that be a full jacket, a blazer, a tie, based on the situation, the job level that you're interviewing for, or the company itself. And with the environment as well, you want to be careful of the lighting. The lighting is so important. If you have a light source, make sure it's in front of you, whether you're using a ring light or a natural light source like a window. People want to see your face. They want to see your nonverbal and verbal communication during the interview. They want to see how you react to questions. You're going to be the face of a project when you're a project manager, right? This is definitely something that's going to be part of the interview critique, right? How did they react? How did they look? How did they interact? So make sure the adequate lighting is in front of you. You don't want to be a silhouette or just be a dark face. And also the camera placement is extremely important, okay? You want to have camera placements that are eye level if you can, whether that's like propping up your laptop or putting it on a stand or having your external web camera at a level that meets your eyes, or if you have to sit up a little differently, or if you can't have that happen, just explain, my camera situation is over here, it is over here. Yes, I am paying attention. I'm going to look over here just for a moment. I need to look at something, or let the interviewer know. Otherwise, if you don't and you're constantly looking away from the camera, or if your eyes aren't level with the camera, they're going to wonder if you're reading off a script for a virtual interview, which is a big no-no, or if you're lying. Weird nonverbal things can happen if you don't look directly into the camera and answer those types of questions. It can raise a lot of red flags for people. And with the nonverbal communication as well, treat this like an on-site interview, okay? Have good eye contact, again, with that eye-line camera situation. Smile, be an authentic person, be yourself during these interviews. I know it can be very stressful. I know that it's weird to have a virtual interview, but be authentic to yourself and present yourself that way. And use appropriate body language during the interview. One piece of advice I would definitely say is avoid distractions in the screen, right? Like fidgeting in your chair a lot, just like you would for an on-site interview. Try to avoid that. Try to avoid looking at your phone. Please definitely do not scroll on your phone. Even if you're waiting for someone to join the meeting for the interview, look engaged from day one, just like you'd be sitting at its conference table in a conference room if somebody joins. Joins an interview, you wouldn't be in there scrolling on your phone. Try not to look at other computer screens. Again, especially in the virtual interview world with ChatGPT, those are things to consider, that they might go, oh, I asked them a question, then maybe they just typed it in and just read a script. Those are the types of things you want to avoid. I hope all this brief information was extremely helpful to you during your virtual interview process. If you are looking for additional project management coaching advice from your day-to-day job in project management, or looking for a new job opportunity, please do not hesitate to reach out to us here at Athena Project Consulting. Look at our website at athenaprojectconsulting.com for all of our on-demand courses, ebooks, and other coaching opportunities. We look forward to hearing from you.